Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Cruz with our final announcements for 7i. We have gotten to that point in the year where this will be our last video with our announcements, and although it makes me really sad, it also makes me very happy to see that we've made it through all these weeks together. So for our week 9, I just wanted to congratulate all of you for doing such a great job with this distance learning. I know that just kind of like as this meme shows, like it was unknown for all of us. We were all in new territory and we all did the best that we could. So thank you so much. I know that I missed being able to talk to you guys during instruction time and being able to hear and see each and every single one of you. So thank you for those of you who came into our Zoom sessions. I want to thank both of you guys, the students and the parents. I know that it was a lot of work at home and it was really difficult because we were all given different circumstances. So thank you so much, students, for your motivation, your individual drive to do everything. Thank you to the parents who held their students accountable and helped them really find the routines. And thank you so much for making everything as enjoyable as possible. I am going to be recognizing for the final video some distance learners of the year. And I'm going to recognize one for each period, and I will be sending a certificate through the mail for these students too, along with a sticker, just because I wanted to really just honor these particular students for going above and beyond during the last few months. So in period 3, the first person that I would like to recognize is Santino Rivera. So, Santino, I know that you've been doing a really great job just being really consistent in 3rd period, and I really, out of everybody in our class, like you're the one voice that I can always count on to have the discussion boards done. I know you had a lot of support at home too, and thank you to your mom for making sure to support you, and especially, I even saw that you responded to today's topic already, so that's really impressive. Thank you, Santino. For period 4, I wanted to recognize Hector Ramirez. So once again, with Hector, I noticed consistency. I also noticed just a really great positive attitude. Your digital citizenship really shined throughout all of this. You're always so respectful, always so positive, and you really were a really bright influence for me throughout those weeks. So thank you, Hector. For period 5, similarly, like Isaac Rocha, I've really been impressed with what you've been doing the last few weeks. Once again, that positive attitude has been really refreshing for me since I really miss you guys, and I really am ready for you. I'm ready to see what you do 8th grade year with the challenge of English because you've grown so much, and I really hope that you continue with this drive that you have and continue growing because it's been really amazing to see. And then for 6th period, I wanted to recognize Andy Trin. Andy, you were sometimes the only one in the Zoom session, and you always came with great questions, and you really tried your best to understand the novel at a deeper level, and I really am impressed by that. So thank you so much for not only just doing the work, but really taking the extra steps to get extra meaning from the book, and I really hope that that will be valuable for you in the future, and I'm always impressed by you. So thank you, Andy. Some final reminders for week 9. So first off, I have this video a little later than usual because I'm catching up with a lot of weekend emails that you guys are sending. So you can continue to do late work. It is going to be due by Wednesday, this Wednesday by midnight because my grades are due the next day. So I just need to make sure that I have everything done by then. So please make sure that you are getting all of your late work done by this Wednesday. And then at this point, I do believe I'm all caught up with the weekend emails. If you sent any today, I haven't caught up with that part. So if you think there's any mistakes that I've made or you have any questions about your grades, please make sure you're emailing me so that way we could fix them. And then finally, our weekly schedule that I'm going to share. I am showing this image right now because it should be pretty easy if you are caught up with all your work. If you're not caught up with all your work, then I know some of you are kicking it to high gear, so that's good news that you're not giving up. But luckily, if you guys have been on top of everything, you should be able to take it a little easier right now. So looking at our weekly schedule, here it is. So our quote for the week is, "It always seems impossible until it's done," by Nelson Mandela. And I like this quote because it kind of goes back to like the virtual learning for me, how we thought it was really going to be challenging, and maybe it was, and maybe we had moments where it didn't feel really great, but at least we know that we tried our best. Okay, so here's our weekly overview. It's pretty light, so really the daily tasks is just making sure that you're making up work by Wednesday. I left this column just in case you want to click this link to have access to the YouTube readings if you need to go back and fix anything for your grade, so you're welcome to use that. Then as you can see, Wednesday, that's when we have our discussion that's due. I already posted the link for that, so just make sure to get access for that. And I just kept it the same style. So to get credit for this, you could either post on Google Classroom, or you could attend the 30-minute Zoom session. It is going to be on Wednesday, since, as I mentioned, grades are already due Thursday. So that'll be our last assignment, and I will have optional Zoom office hours at that time. That being said, if you did want to talk to me outside of this, of course reach out, and I'm happy to talk to you guys. And then finally, on Wednesday, your discussion's due. So just make sure you have that done, and then make sure that you are making up any makeup work by then. And that should be really the bulk of our week. So make sure you're looking out for our discussion that I already posted. So if you look at our stream, our final question's already there, and it's asking you to think about a theme and to support it using evidence from the novel. So if you forgot what theme is, make sure you watch this video. And also, your options are like to type directly here. So see, this was my shout out to Santino. His response is already there. And afterwards, make sure that you respond to 2 other classmates for full credit. Your other option is to go to our Zoom session, which I already mentioned, but just to let you know again, it's Wednesday from 12:30 to 1. So that's a great way to discuss. I know that whenever people show up to the Zoom discussions, we have great conversations. So I really recommend that. Okay, any other questions, please let me know. But just know that I had a very enjoyable year with all of you. I'm really sad that we didn't get a chance to really close the year like we normally would. But at the same time, the great thing about being a 7th grade teacher is that I get to see you guys next year. So I really look forward to seeing your faces next year. And remember that you know where to find me. And I really look forward to being able to still say hi to you guys and catch up. So I hope that your last week of school is finishing up nicely, and please reach out if you need anything.